Development IBS, uh, James sir, Rajan sir, Pradeep Kulkarni sir, and Mr. Biju from IBS, Mr. Robin from IBS, and our managing director, Mr. Satish, will be joining in a short while from now. And he's not here right now, maybe another 10 minutes. So, good evening to all. Today, I think today Mr. Satish has sent a message to all of you regarding the purpose of this meeting. I hope you all have seen that message, heard that message. There is a purpose of having this orientation meeting because I am aware I am addressing a group of people who could not qualify CIB in 2023. There could be many reasons. I'm sure you must have made some kind of an introspection, some kind of an analysis why you could not qualify in 2023. Similarly, we also made some analysis from IBS side why our people could not qualify CIB in 2023. There were people who halfway through who dropped out of the preparation, and there were people who prepared, maybe prepared, did not write the exam, anticipating that it would be a tough exam. Or there are people there who really attempted seriously but could not qualify. As you are all aware, in 2023 there was change in the pattern of there were changes in the syllabus. There were additions in the syllabus, modification in the syllabus, addition of papers in the exam, and even the question patterns were changed. Earlier, the questions were kind of straight questions with the straight answers, and in 2023, we could see real change in the exam pattern also. And we have made an analysis why people could not qualify, and we attribute certain reasons. One reason is definitely the change of exam, change of pattern of exam, change of the additions of syllabus, and we would say the lack of preparation or one reason is lack of preparation by our people, because they were not used to this kind of an exam, or they were not anticipating a change in the syllabus, and the way they prepared, the way they attempted the exam, I think it lacked the seriousness. And when we analyzed why IIBF has made these changes in 2023, and we understand that uh, even the banks wanted some kind of a change in the exam pattern. There was a time when the CIB exams or JIB exams were all descriptive type question papers and answers, and it changed to somewhat relatively uh, easy later on with three papers and somewhat straight question and answers. From that mode, now it was changed in 2023 to a little more intense, a little more tough. The reason could be, and what we understand, the reason could be, see, banks have been providing additional increments for qualifying JIB, CIB examinations, and many of the banks are considering JIB, CIB as one of the prerequisites for special assignments, including overseas assignments. So GIB, CIB qualification have got a lot of significance, not only by of monetary benefits to the officers or to the employees, but when bank is looking for some candidates, some officers or employees for special assignment, this JIB, CIB qualifications have become a significant one. So, plus, in addition to that, uh, the purpose of encouraging people by providing additional increments was definitely anticipating that by qualifying JIB, CIB examination, the the staff members were expected to acquire additional knowledge, and they should be equipped with the more conceptual clarity in banking operations, in banking practices. Unfortunately, I think for the last for so many for some years, that was found wanting because of maybe the exams were easy and qualifying the exams were not that difficult. Maybe a last minute preparation or one preparation was enough for qualifying the exam. that could be a reason why the people who qualified in JIB, CIB were found to be not well equipped as far as the knowledge aspect, as a knowledge part was concerned. So maybe that there is a purpose of changing the pattern, or including, I mean, increasing the syllabus and making it more intense, because the JIB, CIB qualified person should be differentiated from a non-JIB, CIB person in the matter of knowledge level. Anyway, that is the background. Now, I know that you people once or twice you might have maybe attempted SABI and could not qualify. Obviously, there could be some kind of a disillusion or disappointment, but that doesn't make any sense. Now we have to forget whatever happened. Now we have to move ahead. Now, what IBS is experiencing is, to begin with, everybody shows enthusiasm. Maybe they attend live classes and one or two, three, four. Then slowly, that enthusiasm fades away, and in subsequent classes, the attendance in live classes become poor or even unsatisfactory, and that really affects the preparation. And my appeal to all of you is, let the past be past, and there's no point in uh, pondering on what happened, when what went wrong. I could have done better. Now we have to leave the past behind, and we have to plan for the future. Now you have decided that in June, July examination, just CIB examination, I have to clear 5 papers, including elective. I don't want to repeat it. I have to finish it, because there is a threat of negative marks coming in maybe in 2025. So before that, I should clear this CIB. So that is my aim. So what can we do for that purpose? For that purpose, we are requesting you to do certain systematic preparation. And that for the foremost thing is, we have very good faculty, excellent faculties who have been, most of them are in the field, have been in the field for quite a long time, taking JIB, CIB classes. Some of them are with us today to talk to you. So uh, live classes are you cannot afford to ignore live classes. You have to invariably attend live classes, and you have selected your own convenient slot, either in the morning or in the evening. So you have to attend all the live classes without fail. There could be a reason which cannot be avoided, and you may miss some of the live classes, and recorded classes are only for those sessions which you could not attend for some genuine reason. And recorded classes are not a substitute for live classes. Live classes are really live, and you have to make it live with more interaction. And live classes are followed by, I mean, the sharing of information. Like, you are provided with the concise study materials, and we provide study materials, concise study materials, but we don't ask you not to read IIBF. IIBF books are worth reading to gain knowledge, to gain more in-depth knowledge. Definitely, IIBF book will help you. For that, you can, if time permits, you can read IIBF book completely, or even you can rely on our concise study materials. And there are WhatsApp, Telegram groups. You can clarify our doubts. And we know that this time we are changing the mock test patterns. It will be more in tune with the IIBF question papers. So there will be change. There will be some change in the way we are going to handle the sessions, and you will see a lot of changes. And I can assure you that the days to come, you will see a lot of changes in the way we are going to take classes. We are going to approach. We are going to make you prepare for the exam. The only thing which we want is, see, we can provide you whatever is possible, like concise study materials, live classes, and PPT, and all those inputs. But you all have to cooperate with us. Until and unless you decide and you commit yourself, I think we are helpless. We cannot do anything. And your cooperation, your involvement is the most essential element in your successful your journey for success. That's what we badly need. And gone are the days when some kind of 11th hour preparation would have been enough. Now that kind of a preparation is just not enough. Uh, we have to have a serious preparation. We have to devote time. I am aware that banking time is may not be very conducive for a person to prepare for an examination, but we have to change that. We have to take our colleagues or boss wherever you work, be in administrative office, be in branches. You have to take them into confidence. That is, you have to inform them. I have joined for an CIB coaching. These are the timings. I will have to sit for the live classes. You have to take them into confidence. You have to decide that no, at any cost, I will not avoid live classes because we are little concerned that in some other sessions we are facing declining attendance in live classes, which is really worrying. And because we are sure that the recorded classes and other classes, of course, they will help you to maybe qualify the exam, but how far you are going to get conceptual clarity just by going reading the concise study materials or recorded classes. I have my own doubt, but live classes, because there are a set of people who may raise different doubts. One's doubt will maybe when one person's doubt is getting cleared, that will reach to the entire audience. So my request to all of you is take the exam seriously, and we are there with you. This is our assurance on behalf of IBS and on my personal behalf as academic director. I assure you that this IBS is very much with you throughout this journey, and we shall provide all kinds of assistance and possible helps. The only thing is that you have to make adjustment in your plan and preparation for the exam. My best wishes to all of you. And this Mr. Satish will be addressing you in detail. And this session really provides an opportunity. We are here to listen you all, because you may be having some concerns, some issues that you want to share with us. We are here to listen to those concerns. We are here to make changes whatever possible, and we are open to suggestions. And you please feel free to. I mean, you are maybe during the middle of the session, you will be given an opportunity to air your views. That the chat box is there. Either you can unmute and you can speak, or you can put it on the chat box. We will definitely take those suggestions, even healthy criticism, with utmost seriousness, and we will look into it very seriously, and we will definitely evaluate, and wherever possible we will make changes. And we are not uh, we will not get bogged down by your criticism, but only thing is that has to be from the exam point of view or preparation point of view or our approach point of view. And we look forward to such observation from you. And our faculties will also, three of us are there here, they will also address you. And my best wishes to all of you. Let's just take a pledge, that is, and we will not repeat CIB exam on any other occasion. We will finish off, we will be clearing the CIB exam in July exam 2024. My best wishes to all of you. Thank you. Now we have Sadish. Mr. Sadish has come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Sadish.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, respected faculties, IBS senior officials, and dear participants. So thank you very much for the highly motivating speech of our academic director, in which he detailed about what could be the way the candidate should prepare, how the candidate should prepare, how to inch towards success this time. In the purpose of joining us is to see that this 2024, the first half, we need to clear this AIB exam. So today is an orientation session in which along with our IBS senior officials, a few faculties are also invited. Here, they are expected to give some valuable guidance to the participants before we start our classes, to give some valuable guidance. Here, next, I will invite our senior faculty, Mr. Pradeep Kulkarni, to address the participants, please. Pradeep sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Satish. Good evening, everyone. Ria sir, Rajan sir, and other staff members of IBS, as well as Biju, and all my dear participants. As it was clearly addressed in the beginning itself, the kind of target group means today's participants. I know that any point of time a failure is actually causes a concern, and that concern should make us to move forward rather than lay down there. And at the outset, first of all, I congratulate you all and thank you all for choosing IBS and reposing trust and confidence in IBS again. Okay, it itself indicates that you believe in yourself, at the same time you believe in IBS. Okay, now for the purpose of CAIB, and let me tell you that you might have cleared JIB also with the help of IBS, and that may be one of the reason for continuing or posing confidence that you will definitely get through in CAB exam. Absolutely true. The kind of efforts which IBS makes, they are absolutely, they are uncomparable. The kind of support which is provided in a different manner, right from the classes, then reading material, then Telegram session, and then YouTube videos, then program videos, as well as in addition to that the mock tests. So number of ways IBS tries to provide you the support, and in spite of that, okay, there is a failure happened, or we could not clear. And please understand, the success rate of IIBF itself means passing percentage of CIB examination at the IIBF level. If you compare, then IBS percentage is far superior comparing to that. But the point is not about that. Point is all about we are preparing for succeeding. So what could be the lacunas, or how those lacunas can be managed, so that this time our efforts will not go futile. Okay. Now some of you might have cleared all the some of might have you not cleared any one of the subject. Some of you may be one subject, some may appear for one or two papers. So like that, there may be a different mix of people in this gathering. So therefore, I will not go on subject to subject wise. But one thing I just wanted to make clear, that the entire talk of mine would be revolving around four simple ideas about what should be your plan and how a planned approach will make you successful in exam. Number two is a resource matters. Please note, the exam point of view, JIB and CIB, there is a lot of difference. JIB tries to understand your basic understanding about the banking, basic principles which are adopted in the banking line, and recent changes, modifications which are made by Reserve Bank of India with regard to guidelines. Those are commonly focused and very straightforward questions are asked. Okay. Whereas in CIB, banking remains same. The only thing is that every subject goes further deeper into it, and as a result of that, every subject, the intensity of the understanding need to be broadened, and as a result, the question may come from any one of the corner, any corner of the syllabus, and therefore, first requirement is you must be aware about the entire context of your paper. It is not that one module you do, or second module you do, and then third module you skip, fourth module you do, and thinking that 25, 25, 25, 75% I will attempt and I'll get the 50. It is not possible for CIB examination. Therefore, planned approach is very important. Second is kind of materials what you use, kind of support what you take. That is equally important. And a third thing is the strategy. Now, when it comes to the strategy, now most of you are well aware that how the IBS classes goes. But in spite of that, there is some hiccup happen, and now this time let us plan for avoiding few mistakes which we might have committed. It is not necessary that all of you have committed all these mistakes which I'll be telling. Some of you might have not done one of those things. Some of you might have done many of those things. You might not have tried. So let us try understanding those errors which we can avoid this time. And then last but not least is the matter of consistency. What is required? Okay. So first is what is the key for success? Second is what is the requirement? Third thing is what you can expect from all of us. And then what is that you are supposed to really contribute for your own success. What is that you need to contribute? I'll leave that entire matter to Mr. Satish. Let Satish talks in his talk about that. What is expected of all of you while preparing for CIB. But earlier, all the three aspects, I'll throw some light, and this time I may take a little more time. Okay, I hope Satish, you please allow me to this time consuming a little bit more time. Okay.
Yes.
Now, first thing is what is the key for success? As I told you, key for success is a very planned approach, because you are not appearing for an ordinary exam. It is highly a professional exam. Last time I read one comment from one of our CIB participant telling that if this preparation is done, I would have successful in IAS examination. I really salute, because his observation is absolutely right, but the way in which it was pointed out was wrong. This preparation is required because exam demands that preparation. It is not that the faculty member just knows about it, therefore he is telling. Faculty member is trying to give you the in-depth understanding so that you at your own level, when you read, when you go back to the notes, you can understand the concept, you can apply that concept, because CIB examination tests your application of the concepts. Basic concepts are very much required, but how those concepts are absolutely applicable, that is being tested. So a very planned approach is required. When I say planned approach, there are three important things involved. One is the time, second is the concept, third is the syllabus. Okay, and what is your optional? Because this is how you are heading towards preparing for your exam. And when a planned approach you do, on one side, IBS has already planned for your study. On an average, daily 1.5 hour class is already being given to you. Okay. In addition to that, you are being given opportunity to attend any other sessions. In addition to that, you are also permitted to attend sessions of other languages in case you are comfortable in understanding that language. Point is not about merely listening the same class again and again, but preparing at your own way on that particular subject, and then raising queries, raising doubts about that, either by yourself resolving it or otherwise getting it to get resolved from the faculty member. This is what a number one strategy you require, and for that you need to dedicate a substantial amount of time from your side also, in addition to the time which you have already allocated for the IBS conducted classes. Number one thing. Number two thing is that the kind of resource what you are doing, please understand, don't depend upon things which are circulated on the by any one or participant, which are belonging to the old age materials, because they are of not much use. The data gets changed, the guidelines goes changing, and once we read something, definitely that gets imbibed in the mind, and in examination when the question is asked on that particular aspect, my mind gets confused which is right answer, because both answers are there. Because ombudsman scheme 2021 is correct or 2006 is correct, because both the things you have read, and as a result ombudsman scheme is correct or integrated ombudsman scheme is correct. Both the things get confused you. Therefore, please understand, try to go with what class is being telling, and more particularly recent changes, latest changes. When faculty member says, means those aspects are required to be focused and remembered in a particular way. And these kind of things you better understand in a live classes. And a third thing is about the numericals. That is a practical question or calculation question. Please, because during our classes we may not be having that much of time to go on solving the multiple number of questions in the class. Whereas the concept, if it is not clear to you, you are most welcome to repeatedly ask about that particular point. But questions on practical calculations and answers, you need to try at your own. Then only you can get understood where exactly things are going wrong and what exactly you need to understand with regard to those aspects. Therefore, please dedicate more amount of time for calculations at your own. Numericals need to be done by you. Case studies need to be read by you. Different case studies in addition to whatever case studies are provided in the classes. This is what from my side with regard to strategy, with regard to planned approach, and learn from the mistakes. Because last time the exam, all of you have given the exam, you know better where the things have gone wrong, and you should come up very openly. So this is the where we think we were lacking. Can we resolve those issues during this year classes? Because I almost take HRM here as well as credit management and entire BRBL. So therefore, one full paper I take up, in other paper, 2 modules I take up. So therefore, I am well versed about almost your 1.5 syllabus. But it's not about that. It's about the remaining 1.5 also. Therefore, you as a matter of a student or a candidate for examination need to understand in entirety how the things are going for you in the exam. Where exactly the problem? Last time, some of participants they have told. So question was known to us. We were getting exactly what you were telling us, but we were not able to understand what exactly the answer it is demanding. Means it is not about the subject; it is all about my understanding of English. Am I in a position to understand the question if it is given in a twisted way? And therefore, the only solution for that is more and more number of questions you need to look into, rather than that you are expecting MCQs to be given to you and answers need to be given. It won't help you, my dear. Please make a note. MCQs only will help you to understand what are all the things taught in the class, how much is retained by you, where you are going wrong. But exam MCQs are, you need to understand multiple way the same question can be asked. Okay, I think this is all about I wanted to tell with regard to a planned approach. Now, then there are supplementary aspects also are there. Supplementary aspects, when I say, while class is going on, I always suggest participants to make a notes. Make the notes. If you don't make the note, what happens? No, you think that PowerPoint is enough. If PowerPoint is enough, please note I would give you PowerPoint and I'll just keep quiet. And that what is the fun in taking the class if the PowerPoint is enough? Whatever additional information I'm talking along with the PowerPoint is more important than the points which are stated in the PowerPoint. PowerPoint only gives you a very brief about the particular concept, whereas concept is explained to you by the faculty in his live classes. Okay. Number two thing, that your notes, they should be legible one, and you should be in a position to read immediately. That is, read PPT with your notes. You must be reading immediately after the class as early as possible, because when our CIB classes goes, then one after the other subject module changes, one after the other faculty member goes on pouring the PPTs, and you may think that I'll read afterwards. No, first reading you have to give immediately after the class, so that you can raise queries, you can get rid of that particular module along with that particular subject completion, or at the most within 1 or 2 days, because the faculty member gets engaged with some other module and then he may not dedicate time to respond your queries, or otherwise you may not be getting time to raise the query. That's the way you keep pending the issues. This is what I think. Okay, then at the end of the all modules, please ensure that you are dedicating adequate amount of time for revising everything, and that revision not necessarily only numericals. Revision, please note, because last time in the with regard to advanced bank management module on credit, many people expected the arithmetic or numerical, but unfortunately there were no more number of questions from HRM, and as a result, what happened? People were never given importance to HRM, but HRM is equally important. HRM is it. That is how the IIB of what he thinks and how the questions are picked. No one knows. Therefore, give full attention as if that is going to appear in examination. Okay, and then next is the what you require is you know the syllabus, you know the concept, evaluate yourself, what you know, what you don't know, and then topic wise you try to make a points, and then raise the queries in a group, raise the queries to the faculty member. Faculty members would be happy to resolve your queries if you raise. Okay, so this is what with regard to a general strategy, general points which I wanted to say, and what will be offered. I think all of you are aware. In addition to that, if you expect something more, you should be very precise and very practical in expecting. Okay, it is, see, whatever you have, whatever we have, that is number of days available are 120 or so. And within these 120 number of days, there are going to be holidays, there are going to be bank closing, there is going to be Ugadi, there is going to be festival. So all these things we need to take a discount. And then in addition to that, we need to have these sessions, revisions, flash, everything. So keep all these aspects in mind. And from my side, I on behalf of IBS, on behalf of all the faculty members who are associated for CIB examination, let me tell you, in your passing, we take pride. We go on telling people, so he is the candidate who was raising query, and you see, he got successful. Please, 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 see, if you feel the CIB exam is tougher, it is you chosen to succeed, am I right? And when it is your choice, you should make it to the world that your choice was right and you are made for that. And when you are born to succeed, believe me, no one can stop you. Such temporary hiccups are temporary, and every problem has got a way out. And that, what is that way out? What is that solution for that particular issue? That we will try to focus rather than on problem. Problems are part of life, but our focus should be not on the problem, should be on solution. With these few words, I once again wish you a wonderful luck, good luck for this year examination. I am sure that we can definitely make you succeed. Thank you so much. Thanks, Satish, for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for the energetic session, like what you call high voltage guidance session. In fact, this really indicates that how much passionately we are, the faculties are handling the sessions, and how much expectation we do have from the participants. And it clearly indicates the amount of efforts the participants need to be taken to pass the exam. In fact, you clearly mentioned that, once the participant take the real effort, definitely success will be with them, no doubt at all. So the thing is systematic and planned effort. That's all. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your presence and guidance. Now I invite our planning and development general manager and former Canara Bank general manager, Mr. Ganesh, to address the participants. Thank you very much.
Good evening, all. Respected Sadish ji, MD of IBS, Academic Director Rahman ji, reputed faculties Pradeep Kulkarni sir, James sir, Rajan sir, and our efficient coordinators Biju, Robin, and Sajish, and all my dear participants who have appeared for CAB last exam, but not able to complete it due to some or other reason, which we have to introspect it and find out what happened. I am remembering the day after my joining here on June, and 1 month after there was an inaugural session of your class. In that session, we all planned together to make a 100% result, that all the people, all the bankers who have joined our institution for CAB and JAB should pass this time. But unfortunately, the result has not come that much, not only of IBS, of IABF also, the result was very less, and that has reflected in our result also. Our result is also not up to the last year percentage. But our pledge was that we will pass 100%, but that has not happened. Why that has not happened? That we have to think about now. What really happened? You are all knowing that we are having a lot of supporting tools. IBS is having supporting tools more than any other institute in India. This is the institute which is offering online live streaming class, which others are not doing. Almost all are giving recorded classes only. You are given a live streaming online class, morning and evening. You can select the batch, convenient batch. You are able to swap the batch also at that time. And recorded class were made available next day onwards till the date of examination. Then very good vetted reading material, study material were given, PPTs were given, WhatsApp facility, Telegram facility, Telegram group facilities, then MCQs, mock test, everything were there. Nothing is there which is not there. Everything you had, but you are not able to come out successful. What happened? And our faculties are the best in the industry. All are very efficient and very seasoned, more than 6-7 years experience, and they were coaching all your seniors in the branches. Now Canara Bank, almost all the branches are having IBS students. Your seniors, your managers, or your superiors were all trained by, number of Canara Bank people were trained by these faculties only, and all have benefited from that. But why you are not able to after taking a pledge? You have to think about whether you have made use of all these tools. Today, anyhow, there will be time for you to come out with feedbacks. If any change is to be made with regard to the teaching way, that you can suggest, be open for that. And regarding timing, already our MD and academic director has taken a decision to change the timing. Instead of morning 5:30 to 7, it is now made more conveniently to 5:45 to 7:15 and evening 8 to 9:30. Not only that, you can attend both the batches. You may be opting for one batch, but you can attend the other batch also. You may be opting for morning, you can attend evening also, and you will be getting recorded class also next day. But only thing, the opted batch only you will be able to interact. Other batch you have to be a silent spectator only, just to watch it. So these facilities are additionally added. More facilities will be coming this time. And another important thing what I had to tell, personally my view is that there is no negative mark now. That is an advantage for you. 3 years before, CAB passing was very easy. Your seniors were lucky to that. You are not there in the bank, or you are not tried for CAB at that time. That was a lucky period where there were only 3 papers each for JAB and CAB. And it was not that tough. And no negative mark also. All people passed at that time. Suddenly, IABF decided, maybe basing on the request from the banks, as our Rahmanji has told, slightly it is to be made tough. And they have changed the syllabus. Number of papers have increased from 3 to 4 for JAB and 3 to 5 for CAB. But luckily, negative mark system has not come. So anyhow, this year also it will not come. So you are getting another opportunity to make use of the absence of negative mark. You can now easily write all the questions. You may be knowing 80 questions. Another 20 you can guess and write. You may get some mark in that. That mark may be crucial for a pass or for scoring high. But I doubt all of you have not attempted all the 100 questions. That may be the reason for a low percentage. So make use of that. Make use of immediately you write the exam. Don't doubt. Don't think that already you find it difficult. You are not passed. Last time you tried also. Some might have tried and failed. But so don't attend this orientation class and take a decision that I am not going to write. You write it because negative mark is not there. Take advantage of that. Your faculties are teaching very well. You will be knowing all the things, but still some doubt comes also. You can very confidently write that answer. Nothing to lose. But when negative marks come, if you are not sure and you are writing, and if some mistakes are there, the negative marks will come and your positive marks will be wiped out. So take use of this opportunity. Immediately you write and you complete CIB this May, June itself. And it is heard that exam will be in June or July only will be finishing. You will be having 4 or 5 months. Definitely with planning, how Pradeep Kulkarni sir has told, strategically how to plan, that you do like that and study well, prepare well, make use of all the tools that IBS is providing you and come out successful. Make IBS also happy, because we are not at all happy now. We wanted everybody to pass. We don't want all of you, any one of you as a repeater or an improver. We wanted you only to succeed in all the exams. Whichever exam you are appearing through us. And now we want to see you only for a program, for a course of certificate courses, because we are now going to train in all the certificate course of IABF. By the end of another 3 months or 4 months, we will be training all the certificate courses of IABF. Maybe we will be able to offer 30 more courses. So one by one, after completing CIB, after June, July, you complete CIB, you have to again register with us, join us for certificate courses. We want you again to see only for certificate courses now. So take use of, advantage of all the present scenery of no negative mark, then advantage of the high profile faculties that we are offering to you, and attend live classes positively. But another important thing is to be told, you have to attend, don't sleep there. It is observed that some are switching off the video and sleeping. There is no purpose. You are all very matured people. You have to be serious. Don't simply making live or attending. You have to really attend. You have to attend the class and you have to interact. Faculties are telling interactions are very less in this last batch and all. You have to interact. Then only faculty also will get a motivation, and you will also understand the things, and your colleagues or classmates, they will get a mood. They will also get clarified. So all of you have to interact in the class. Then only maximum input you will get, and then only you will become active. So take care of that also. Attend the classes live and fully active, and interact with the faculties, and make use of the Telegram and WhatsApp group facility also. And MCQs you have to work out alone yourself, and then mock test you have to go on practicing until the date of examination. You can, whenever you doubt feel about some subject, that day's we recorded videos you have to watch, and prepare yourself well. 4 or 5 months are there, and I wish all of you the prestigious CIB qualification certification by the end of this half year, that is next quarter, that is by June last. All of you should become CA IAB and become qualified for a foreign posting, for any specialist postings in your banks, and also for getting advantage for your promotions and all the best placements. I thank you all for the patient hearing. I may God bless you all. Wish you all come out successful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ganesh sir. Thank you very much. A lot of discussions happened, a lot of guidance given. In fact, the expectation as a senior banker with Canara Bank, as a top executive with Canara Bank, you know what banks are expecting. What is the expectation from the employees of the bank, and why the banks are giving a lot of financial, this agreements, the promotion benefits and all. You must be definitely knowing that. With your words, definitely the participants realize that how seriousness we are taking. We are at IBS, how seriousness we give for this, and how much we are eager to, see the result. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now I welcome James John, sir, to address the participants. James, sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sadish, sir. Good evening to all. Most beloved Sadish, sir, senior officials from IBS and distinguished faculties, and my dear aspirants of CIB. Kulkarni sir had given a very detailed explanation of how to succeed in this particular examination. So I am fully endorsing all the points which he had mentioned. As a faculty, see, I so many sorry, I was muted. See, whenever I take the class, the number of attendance was coming down. Initially, maybe 100, then gradually it is reducing. Then I checked up with the coordinators. They said that people are watching the recorded class. So that is the first point. You have done a mistake. Now, I'm not going to evaluate the causes of your failure. But you should do some introspection and why you could fail it. Because a lot of things are there. See, when you look at the portion, the syllabus, it's almost doubled. From 3 paper, it is made to 5 paper. And not only the 5 paper, they have added a lot of topics. So almost it is 200% increase. That's number one. And as a student, you are not fully coped up with the changes that IABF had taken in the examination as well as in the syllabus. This is the number one. So you have to cope up with that change. So how we can cope up with the change? You have to understand the topic. That is very important. And I am taking 2 important modules. See, if you divide it into minuscules, there are 5 papers. Each paper has got 4 modules. So total 5 into 4, 20 modules are there. You have 150 days ahead of you. So you have to properly allocate the time so that you cover the entire topic. That is very important. See, there is just Kulkarni was telling, there is a feeling. You see 100 paper, 4 modules, so 25 into 4. So if you look at, I want only 50, I can concentrate on 2 modules and somewhere here and there from the other remaining modules. That will not work. Because, see, there is a number one, first of all, the questions may not be equally distributed from all the 4 modules. That is number one. And number 2, see, there can be, there is a detailed syllabus, but around 5 to 10 marks question will be out of syllabus. That means maybe pertaining to the current and latest developments that is happening in the banking sector and the economic scenario in India. So therefore, this you have to leave around 10 marks. So that means if you're not well prepared with the current affairs, then you have it is reduced to 90% of the questions or 90 marks. And out of 90, you should need 50. And now see, the pattern of the questions will be any candidate, even without attending the coaching class, you could score around 40 marks. A minimum reading, you could get 40 marks, minimum 35 to 40 marks. But the thing is, the difference is this 5 marks or 10 marks. See, 44, 45, 49 people are missing. So that means that the value of 1 mark is very important. So the coaching or the class which IBS is providing, you have to concentrate on that and get the difference, that 10 marks or 15 marks. That is the point you should take into mind. So how to do it? See, the syllabus is very vast. And the content is also, you see, when you compare your JAB with CAB, there's no comparison. JB is fundamental or basic things, and which with the minimum reading you can score. But last year they made it a little bit tough. But still, there is no comparison between JB and CAB. CAB is an advanced one, and IABF had set a high standard on the examination, the syllabus as well as the examination. Therefore, you have to understand the thing and be very serious. It's not a simple thing. You spend the last 2 months or 1 month and then appear for the examination, you can pass. It could have been done until 2022. But from 23 onwards, the scenery has been changed. It's not possible. And see, 5 months are ahead of you, and you have to utilize this 5 months very effectively. So you should have a goal, and then you should have a plan, a study plan, and to reach the goal. These are the two things. So set a goal. I will clear the examination this season in say June, July. Exam will be somewhere mid of June and July. So you have 5 months ahead of you, full 5 months ahead of you. But how you utilize the time, that is very important. So you see, 1.5 hour class is there for IBS, and the rest of the time, how many hours you can allot for your studies. This is very important. See, minimum you should have 2 to 3 hours. Apart from attending the class, I should say minimum you should earmark 2 to 3 hours a day. And if some of the days it's not possible because of some preoccupation or some other important matters, you have the holidays. So these holidays, so you set a plan and see that the end of the day or the end of the week, you revise the plan, you relook at the plan, as we do in the bank. Whenever we are all bankers, when we go to the bank in the morning, you have certain things you have to prioritize, and you have listed it. Yesterday evening, you would have listed in the scribbling pad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So similarly, you have to look at the plan which you have already made. You have already charted, and there may be some lapses. That means some of the topics you could not cover because of the shortage of time. Now you have to find some time in between, in the holidays or some Sundays and other days. Find some more time so that you complete the game plan. The plan, you have to complete it. Or otherwise, it's not possible, because if you leave it, okay, we'll go towards the end, it's not possible. And number 2, so set a game goal and have a study plan and see that you adhere to the time schedule. That is very important. We can have some plan. I will read, I will learn 2 hours a day apart from the class. So that is the plan you have set. But see whether you are adhering to the plan, whether you are looking at the plan and you are following it. That is very important. So next is, see, revision. See, once you read it, you might have understood it. And some of the topic you may not be possible because the material provided by IBS, it's a concise one, it's a comprehensive one. So if you want some detailed knowledge, then you have to refer the relevant text, the Macmillan publication of IABF, and that book elaborate the details. And still, it's not possible. You could not understand the concept. You can raise it in the group. The class, it may not be possible to have a detailed explanation, but to the best of the possible time limit, the faculties will be explaining and they will be reaching your doubt. But if at all it's not possible, you could not get it, you can raise it in the group, or you can send a voice clipping to the concerned faculty, and the faculty will be happy to interact with you and clear your doubt. This was happening in the earlier batches, but from 2023 onwards, my feeling is the interaction with the faculties is minimal, and you don't, whenever we ask something, the response is I can say it's not encouraging. And so what we felt is you are not attaching so much importance to the part of this examination. So this has to be changed. You should change your mindset. Be very positive and be very serious. And you should have a consistent and continuous learning. That is more important. Should have a continuous and consistent learning. Because most of the students, the bankers, initially they will be very serious. The first week they do it properly, then they lag. Then they say the 2 hours they reduce to 1 1 hour, then they'll say, okay, in the last minute, we'll spend more time. And like that, your interest will be lost. So that means you are not consistent in the learning. So here, this is the problem. And you may not be able to cover the portion. Some of the modules you skip, or some of the chapters you skip. And see, the chapter which you have skipped, from that topic, the very easy questions might have been asked. Yeah, at least you would have read it once, you could have scored 1 or 2 marks, and you may fail at 48 or 49. So this is the point you should keep in mind. Don't leave any topic. All the 4 modules, all the chapters, all the portions has to be clearly understood, and you try to learn it very well. Because see, what I see as a faculty, most of the aspirants, they're just looking at the examination, and they are studying for the examination point of view. This is a mistake. You can have it till 2022. Now, I told you, it is changed. Because as a faculties, we have limitations. We have a lot of limitations. So we will be reaching you the concept. So a conceptual clarity we can provide, but you have to, the practical applications, the application of the things, that is what they ask in the question paper. So for application, you should know the concept clearly. So how you can clear the concept? You have to read it, work, read again and read until it is cleared. This is the way. So that if the concept is clear, then you can answer the question. Any type of question, because the questions will be very lengthy questions. That's what the candidates are telling. Very lengthy. To read the question, it takes 2-3 minutes for one question. So such questions you leave. Yeah, there will be some 30 to 40 questions. Easily you can score. So the 10 marks, that is a crucial one. This 10 marks, you have to be thorough with the concepts. So that's the thing. And see, these are all the points I would like to, I'm not taking much of your time, because Sadish sir will be explaining you all the things, because, and you are all the repeaters. So therefore, what are the facilities we are providing, well aware of you, but most of you might not have utilized the facilities provided by IBS. That's what I feel. Mock test, or the live class, or doubt clearance, or using the WhatsApp group. So these are all things you might not have effectively utilized. And the reason may be time. All of you will say the reason is, sir, we are working, we have to look at the official matters, then we have a family, and I have to look at the family matters. These are all the things, these are all your problems. As Kulkarni was telling, these are all the problems. Every human being is having problems, but you have to find out the ways and means, the solutions to overcome the problem. That is the thing. It is not impossible. Passing CAIB is not impossible. It is, but you should have a mindset. You should have a confidence in yourself. It is possible for me. I can clear it in this June-July season. So that should be your determination. So once you're determined to clear it, then it's not a hurdle. Easily you can go through it. But first you change your mindset, have a systematic and detailed, consistent learning, and then you be confident, and don't wait till the last minute to cover the topic. You cover almost some weeks before. At least once you cover the entire topic, then the last month or last week you can go for revising the topic. That's what I wanted to convey to you. See, take it very seriously. We are all with you. It's a long journey, another 5 months. You set apart all your other engagements which are not very important. See, your family matters, social obligations, or even official matters, which can be prolonged or which can be avoided. Please avoid it. Concentrate on this. It should be your mantra. And there is no shortcut, only hard work. For passing CAIB, there is no shortcut. Make note of the important points. You can use a scribbling pad, important points, the important formulas, important, and those things you can just note down it. And you can see while traveling, or even in the banking counter, when you get some leisure time, you can just go through 1 or 2 lines and recollect what you have learned. And this is very important. Revision is very important, because once you revise, periodically you revise. Every week set some time, half an hour, 1 hour for revision of the topic so that it get clear and you can easily answer the question. So these are all the important points: a consistent, systematic and continuous learning, and to be confident and see that you can pass the examination, and then success will follow. All the very best to all of you. We are with you. Don't bother. Even though the previous examination you could not, you can it. But you have to have a change in your mindset. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, James sir. Thank you for your thought-provoking session. A lot of tips are discussed to instill confidence among the participants. As you said, systematic, planned efforts are required. So the all the faculties and IBS key officials have their speeches definitely reveals the amount of effort the participants need to put and the amount of seriousness they need to always carry along with the preparation. So during the next 3, 4, 5 months, the importance of systematic and planned efforts are underlined by each and every faculties. I'm sure that dear parties today, though it is not any session connected to the exam, it is all connected to how you need to prepare. And you can definitely understand by attending the sessions, you can understand that how serious all our participants are. Now we have, see, as you are all aware, we have so many faculties who are handling various topics. But today we have invited only a few because of the time constraints. And also we know that your time is also very precious. But we know that a lot of advisors are required, because it is not that we consider that you are you people take things very lightly. It is not like that. We know that you got a lot of work in your banks nowadays. Things are getting hectic day by day. Along with that, you have taken up a task. But when you take up a task along with your official duties, that is very serious duty of a banker, you need a lot of motivations and guidance. So in order to instill a lot of confidence, that is why this program is today, organized. So we invited a few faculties. Now we have our final speaker, our today's speaker, our Rajan sir is there. Though Rajan sir is in the final, last speaker here, the importance of Rajan sir is very high, because as a faculty and as a support, as IBS, faculty and mentor, he has been a continuous support to our IBS and also to all the participants. Sir, I proudly welcome you, Rajan sir, to this session to shower your greeting, your blessings to the participants. Please.
Thank you, sir. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think being the last speaker, advantages are not there. One thing is already people, faculty members have already told about various aspects, so which I need only to need to repeat them only. So there's nothing new I have to say. So both Pradeep sir and James sir, they emphasize the importance of regular study hours, keeping regular study hours. So I am also going to repeat that. But some of the things as a faculty, I share Mr. James' concern. So when I am taking a 1.5 hours class or 2 hours class, it is sometimes we feel as if we are talking only to the wall. So nobody is responding. Nobody is asking any questions, means your enthusiasm is also nipped. So if there are sometimes last season, I think Satish sir will remember, one day I was given a session when the India match was there, test matches were going on, that one day matches were going on. So people chose to, from the number of attendees for that particular session, I could sense that for them the match was more important than the exam, coming exam. As others have said, maybe they felt that by listening to the recordings, they can pass. Or sometimes in the last minute, the rush from asking for MCQs. You would have seen in the WhatsApp groups. So please share the MCQ, please share the PPT, etc. So if we can do that in the beginning itself, as Pradeep sir told, we can share all the PDF, all the PPTs, all the MCQs. Then there is no need for a teacher. So I have been with Canara Bank for more than 33 years. I worked with Canara Bank. I was with Manipal and all. So one thing I found that nothing can replace, face-to-face teaching is very, very much good. So it will be even better than this online teaching. But unfortunately, after the COVID, in most of the places, the face-to-face teaching is not offline. It's not there. It's only online. So online teaching requires that the participants are also involved. Sometimes without video, we don't even know whether the participants are listening or they are doing something else. Whether they are actually, sometimes we think, are we important? So this as well, we can record it and send it. So that feeling should not come in the mind of the faculty. So one thing I request the participants, the CIB aspirants, is that nothing can replace the interaction, the live interactions with the faculty. That is one thing. Second is, as others respected faculty members have emphasized, CIB has now become a professional exam. So far, okay, by MCQs only were there. So last time they also said that some of the questions they will not give in MCQs. You have to work out and input the answers. So by that way, they want to eliminate any success by chance. Though success should come by effort, not by chance. So that is one thing. So the exam is a professional exam, and in the professional exam, the idea is not to pass everyone. So if in the academic exam, if anyone gets 35 marks, the university would make it 40 and make them pass. But here in the professional exam, the idea is to filter as much as possible. And also now that the banks have a feeling that the people who have passed JIB and CIB, they are not up to the level expected of them. So it is all the more important that we have to, pass with distinction. So don't pass, aim at 50 marks. So if you aim at 50 marks, so somebody said, if I aim for the sky, at least I will reach the stars. So you aim for the sky, you aim for 100 or 75, then you may get 60 or 65. Then even if you fail in one of the papers, then you get less marks in one of the papers, 45 marks, then you can pass. And most of the papers have numericals, lot of numericals. Others have both James sir and Pradeep sir have emphasized the importance of having a proper approach towards numericals. The theory you can study, but numericals you have to work out. So unless in the class 1.5 hours class, it will be very difficult, particularly for paper like statistics, etc., accountancy. It will not be easy for the faculty to work out all the different sums. And whatever it be the medium you have selected, whether it is Tamil or Kannada or Telugu or Hindi, the question paper will be in English. So you have to be thorough in reading and understanding English. So to that extent, so you have to repeatedly learn by reading and understanding the English that is there. And you have to understand the fundamentals thoroughly. Without understanding the fundamentals, MCQs, by chance you might get right, but it is only a chance. So if you have to really do well in the MCQs, your fundamentals should be good. So please have it. So this should be your approach towards MCQs. You have to prepare you have to devote regular hours for preparing. So we all understand being bankers. But only one thing I want to tell you, if people 60 plus, we have for the new subjects, CIB subjects are new to us also. Some of the papers are new. Indian economy, we have economic problems we are studying after so many years. Some of the ABFM paper, so it's all new. So except for those lecturers in colleges like Parvez sir or Selvaraj sir, for most of the faculty members, these are also new. If at the age of 60 we can study and take classes, why not? So it is, you are in your 20s and 30s, it will be easy for you to grasp and understand you have to work out. So these are some of the things I want to say. First is you differentiate the distinction between the academic and professional exam. Be thorough in your preparation. Be regular in attending the classes, online classes. In case you miss one or two, then you rely on the recordings. Don't rely on the recordings for enriching your knowledge. And while attending the classes, have a pen and pad, note down. And if you have any doubt, immediately or at least at the end of the day, you put in the WhatsApp group so that we can answer. And also, some of the people may be working for other, for some faculty members are working professionals. They are working somewhere. So don't expect that immediately if you put in chat box. So immediately after 2 minutes, you should expect the answer. Don't do like that. So there should be some code of conduct. I think Satish sir would tell about that. So I wish you all I don't know. I don't want to go into why you failed in the previous attempt. By my sincere blessings to all of you that with God's grace you should pass this time, and by passing we will also have more people joining IBS. So please recommend IBS to your friends so that I know Satish how much passion he is doing from morning 6 o'clock till night 11 o'clock 11:30 he is awake. So devoting the entire life for this organization. So we are here to help you. All the faculty members, yes, James are told, we are here to help you for the next 4 or 5 months. In your journey, we are with you. Please take advantage of all the resources available, study well, and try to pass it this time. So thank you for the opportunity, Satish.
Sir, Rajan sir, thank you very much. Great words, in fact, highly motivating. A lot of things discussed. In fact, all these points, if the participants take seriously, then passing, CAB will be very easy for them. Definitely, that is possible. As you rightly said here, new topics are introduced this time in CIB. When they brought it from 3 to 5, new topics are introduced. When new topics are introduced in 2023, our faculties, they have to sit and prepare. As most of our faculties are retired bankers, so that retired bankers who are our core strength, that I can definitely say that IBS is #1 in India in terms of offering quality classes. I am saying because I derive from the strength, because I have got the faculties, as you are seeing, highly passionate to transfer the knowledge to the current present banking fraternity. So that is our strength. And in fact, if as he said, after the age of 60, if the faculties are willing to sit and prepare and then to take the classes, why can't you? That's a great question, in fact. Of course, all the participants here are less than 60. Maybe most of them are around 30, 35. So definitely all these people, everyone can do it. Now, this is the final session now. Of course, I appreciate all the participants today who have rejoined, and who have again pressed on us, and all those people who are still continuing even at 9:20. I request all of you to permit me to talk a few words, to a few more things to add. As a director of this institute, I am always willing to give you the best support. But I would say that what we have given last time and all is ultimate. Of course, I can say that along with the efforts put by some insufficient efforts put by most of the participants, IBS must have also made a few pitfalls, a few mistakes. That is why this time we are trying hard to cover up all those mistakes and to get the best support to you people to see that this time you should definitely clear. I can say that passing CIB is not at all an Herculean task. But at the same time, I know that it need a lot of, effort, and it need perseverance. It need your will to pass the exam. It is not so easy also. Though it is not equal to Herculean, but it is not so easy also. Because if you are students, then definitely I am sure that you are all capable, because you are all proved, you are all cracked the IBPS various examinations, IBPS, SBI, RBI, various high voltage examinations, and you are here. So you are not second to anyone. You have the capacity. But that time when you are preparing hard, you got only one thing in your mind, your examination. But now it is not the case. Your responsibility in the bank is not a small thing. You have taken high responsibility in the bank that you have to do it. And now since you are a grown-up people, after getting a job, married, or most of you, then what happened? Your responsibilities are also there. You got a lot of responsibilities, family responsibilities. Your focus you cannot ultimately bring only to this subject. So last time failure are of different sort. I know that some people join maybe in the halfway drop. And secondly, some people continued, irregularly attended, then finally didn't go to appear the exam or didn't choose to appear the exam. And a few people appeared the exam. Last time the number of applicants, as per the IIBF was less than 1 lakh, when it was 1.75 lakhs in 2022. So numbers have reduced as per IIBF statistics, almost half. And our institute, what happened, many have joined, but those who appeared the exams are comparatively less. So what we understood is last year, the seriousness or the confidence level of the participants are comparatively less. But this time, I'm sure that all of you joined here have taken an oath or taken definitely a pledge that this time you wanted to prove something. You wanted to prove. This time you wanted to take a definite, you have to give a try, a serious try. That is what. So I'm sure that, dear friends, you are going to, you have planned to achieve a coveted, qualification. That is CIB. To achieve, I use the word achieve. For an achievement, as you all know, you need to put sufficient and continuous effort. Otherwise, it cannot be called as an achievement. On completion of CIB, the huge amount you are expected to get. Everywhere CIB are being discussed. Even in this bipatriate settlement, one of the major talks were for officers also the 2 increments to approve 2 increments. So in the banking arena, how much important the CIB has got, I need not have to reiterate. So it is crystal clear. It's so important it is. The crores of rupees which the banks are ready to give on passing CIB. Now I can say the crores of rupees because of the new grant settlement. It is crores of rupees. Then the promotion benefits for everything, each and every cadre, the promotion benefits, these grace mark and everything. And the value you get once you complete your CIB, the value you continuously get among your peers and the top executives, whenever you go for any important areas, the qualification you acquired, that is all worth. That once you complete your CIB, I can definitely say that it is an achievement. All our participants also, I'm sure that they also agree. All our faculties will agree, and your management, of course, are acknowledging it by way of giving a lot of, further rewarding system. So it is an achievement. Dear friends, I would like to tell you, no achievements will come so handy. It need to, after a lot of toil or effort, then only you can reach to an achievement. It needs, as our faculty say, consistent effort. So I would like to remind, a consistent effort is required. And I know that it is not so easy also, since you are so engaged in your banking and family responsibilities, but I am sure that it is possible. I am sure that it is possible. The participants now rejoin, and now even at 9:30 with me or all our faculties, it is a real testimony that you are seriously aspiring for that. But my request is that let us crack. My saying is, let us crack the exam this time. Let us crack the exam this time. Let us determine. This time we can crack. I said it is not an Herculean task, but we can definitely do it. But as you said, as most of the faculty says, last 1 month or 15 days efforts are not sufficient. Or I can just remind you, last time, most of you, maybe in the last 1 week, 15 days, 25 days, the efforts you put, you can just recollect how much effort you must have put. And finally, you might have ended up at around 35, 40, 45. So that time you could definitely realize that if one more month effort or additional one more month intensive effort would have made a lot of difference. But what I'm saying is now onwards, you need not have to go for intensive effort, systematic effort at present. Last time what I'm saying is 1 month intensive effort you put, lot of effort you have put, try to give your best, but the time was not sufficient. And one more month that time would have been made a difference. But now what I'm saying is intensive effort is not required at this point of time. We need to put a systematic and planned effort only. A working in a day of 3 hours cannot be called as an intensive effort for achieving any target. I'll tell you how 3 hours can be achieved. This time, the exams is expected to be in the month of June, July it will be completed. So 5 months we are going to get. So what I suggest you is, dear friends, you might be sleeping for 8 hours. Normal sleeping hours must be 8, or even getting ready or 8 hours. So let us cut short some 1.5 hours. Let us make it 6.5 hours. Let us take 1.5 hours from that. So sleep, reducing the sleep. It is only for 3 months. As a grown-up people, 6.5 hours sound sleep you will get definitely, because you are putting a lot of hard work at bank. After that, you are seriously preparing. I'm sure that you will get an immediate sleep after attending the classes. So in 2 ways you can plan. Those who attend the morning session, 1.5 hours, they need to get up at 5:30, because 5:45 the class will start. They have to put alarm on a regular basis. They have to get up. It is again demanding. It is not for 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day. It is somewhere, I can say that 50, 60 days you need to get up like that. At least 60 days. It's not a small thing. But once you are habituated, it can be any usual thing also. Once you are habituated. So morning session you will be attending means morning you will be getting at 5:30, and 5:45 to 7:15 you will be attending the classes. Whatever you studied in the morning session, 1.5 hours, you try. What you need to do is in the evening, some 1.5 hours, 2 hours, you can easily identify. Because during this time when you prepare seriously, you can try to come back little early from the bank, or you can cut short other general activities which you are currently in. You can cut short for a small time period, maybe 4 months. And you can, if you spend some 2 hours in the evening, see, even you sit at 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 9 to 11, or 8:30 to 10:30. This is enough, or 1.5 hours. It again depends upon your understanding capability and how seriously you attended the morning session. Or if you are attending in the evening session, 8 to 9:30 is the class. After the class, having meals, half an hour, and then again sitting for 1.5 hours, enough. That is also possible. Or if you are wanted to go early to bed, of course, you can get up early morning, because you know that your friends are since you are in the evening batch, you know that your friends are getting up at morning early to attend the morning batch. So nothing wrong in getting up early. So 5:30 to 7 o'clock, the time when the other people sit to attend the class at the other batch, you can sit and prepare, you can do the homework. That is why I told it is not an intensive work. 3 hours identifying, 1.5 hours attending the classes, 1.5 hours, 2 hours practicing those topics. It is not an intensive. It is systematic, planned work. If you do that, I can assure you, you will be quite confident. Last minute rush you can avoid, and ultimately you can crack the exam. Here, what is the thing, very important thing we need to add? Always we need to carry the confidence. If we have the confidence, we can achieve many things. So ensuring that we are confident, that is very important. For that, what we need to do going forward, I'll tell you, dear friends, when the class starts, probably the class we are planning to start, start the classes from 29th. Evening batch we will be starting from 29th, and morning batch we will be starting from 30th. So this 29th and 30th, when the class starts, you plan for it. And next, as you know, IIBF is offering the exam once in 6 months. Why IIBF is offering once in 6 months? Because they know that it needs 6 months of preparation. Okay, any 1 or 2 months we are losing here. 4 plus 1 month, including examination, I can say hardly 5 months. If you put a 5 month systematic effort, dear friends, it is possible. I know that all of us know that the topics are a bit serious, but not tough. I don't say it is tough. It is all serious topics. It is all, it deserves some sort of efforts. And I will tell you why this, you need to just imagine only this much. If you can understand, conceive why the banks are giving this much huge increment. Why banks are, just think for a while, why banks are giving huge increment like crores of rupees by way of increment. Why banks are giving, promotions or weightage for promotions. All those things, why banks are giving. The answer is they wanted you to, equip you people or the bankers to take up higher responsibilities, because you are tomorrow's bankers, tomorrow all the policy making, because bank need, people who are enthusiastic to take promotions also, because once they take promotions, then only they can, share the higher responsibilities, and you are the people who have to take the bank forward. In order to equip you for taking higher responsibilities, CIB topics are framed. So you must be well aware about the concepts. The conceptual clarity is very important here. So what I will tell you is, banks are giving huge amounts of money. So the bank is having huge expectation. There is nothing wrong when banks are giving a huge amount of money and expecting that you will enrich your knowledge. So definitely we have to return it. So what you need to do is, please don't try to pass the exam. My suggestion is, please don't prepare to pass the exam. Rather you try to understand the subject. Please try to understand. Just imagine that how many topics are there here. 5 subjects are there in CIB into 4, around 20 modules, plus extra few modules are there in electives. Some 20 to 22 modules are there. When you complete 22 modules, maybe around 15 different subjects, 15 different topics, you just imagine what will be your level, how much value addition will take place, how much knowledge you gain. So you will become a professional banker. That is what ultimately banks are intending. That is why they are offering such huge amount of money to you. They want you to have enhanced knowledge person like that. So what I'm saying is, please attend our classes religiously. Be a regular participant. Once you seriously attend our classes, you will get a lot of conceptual clarity. For each and every subject, you will get conceptual clarity. That I can assure, because all our faculties are highly experienced and have the skill to teach. So they are willing to teach, they are passionate, they are ready to give the best service to all the participants. But what is our request is that you should be with us. You cannot simply think about 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. It's a almost 4-month process. It's a demanding process. But once if you make up your mind, that is quite possible. Think that banks are giving huge amount of money to enrich your knowledge. So please plan for that. Try to understand the subject. Try to understand how the foreign exchange market, how the forex transaction take place, what are the various risk mitigating tools and HR practices. There are some balance sheet related things, and you are, as a banker, you are a marketing person also. So my ABFM topics are there, and you should know about a lot of banking rules and regulations also. So all these things are good for your career prospects. All these things are good for your career prospects. So what you need to do, try to understand the subject. In the process of learning the subject, you can definitely pass the exam. So the motto should be a slight shift in that. Your plan is to pass the exam. Please forget that. Rather, your plan should be to learn the subject. See, once you learn the subject, then what difficulty is there in passing the exam? I say learn the subject. If possible, try to master the subject, because it is an opportunity. Paid preparation, because banks are giving huge amount paid preparation. Try to prepare like that. Be passionate, be a bit passionate for that. Try to learn things. This time you determine and understand that an effective preparation is highly required to pass the exam. So I have many things to tell you, but the time is almost 9:40. I ultimately, now you understood that a very serious level of preparation is required, but it is this time you are all determined. We are here to help you. We are ready to help you. Please do understand that no pain, no gain. We have to take pain, then only we will gain. And once you have to visualize the day you complete your CIB, the much desired CIB you are complete. I always say, desire your desire is that to complete CIB. It's a desire. Anyone can nourish a desire, there is nothing wrong. But everyone will not reach the target. The target is achievement, success. So from the desire it stems and it culminates at success or achievement. So desire to success, there is a route, there is a distance. That distance is to be filled with planned and systematic efforts. So dear friends, to convert a desire to a success, you need to put planned and systematic efforts. A lot of human traits need to be involved. Then only ultimately you can reap the success. So please do understand that. And 1 month, 2 months, or 1.5 months efforts are not sufficient to pass the CIB exam. Since you are eager, why you lose it? Once you eager, then you break it. Because IIBF never insists you at present. IIBF till date never insisted you to complete the exam. They are only, your banks never insist you, but your bank only what you call motivates you to take up. So take it seriously this time. We are with you. All the supports we will extend. Please don't miss our live classes. Live classes are not the substitutes of recorded videos. So recorded videos only you really, when you miss this class, then only you try for that. Or if you want to attend once again, then also. This time the classes are arranged in a different fashion. Morning session will be different topic. Evening session will be different topics. Both the topics will be different. Because the purpose is, if somebody wants to put initially good effort, then morning also they can attend, evening also they can attend. And the topics are morning and evening different topic, because someone feels that this topic is bit tough for me, or this topic is highly required, and I have to start this topic a little early because it is a bit hard nut to crack for me. So you can choose accordingly morning or evening batches. And if you genuinely miss certain session, then definitely this recorded video will also be helpful. I'm not covering much into that. I thought almost all the faculties are covered. Thank you very much for the participation. I expect you all a continuous, listener or participant to all throughout the program. This time CIB 2024 June, July, we have to complete. Let us take a determined effort. You are all powerful. You're all strong bankers, no doubt at all. You can do it. As our faculty, you can definitely do it. See, you can see that we are all with you. We will be continuously with you we wanted to see your success. But dear friends, we can give you all the support and guidance, teaching and all supports, but we cannot appear the exam. There is no point again. We are all completed CIB. That CIB we cannot improve the CIB. Once it is completed. So this CIB and all, we are all taken at different point of time, different level of effort we all put. So that time, when I still remember when I was doing my CIB, I used to get up early. I used to sit late. And because I wanted to complete, because it is my motivation. Ultimately, I know that it is beneficial to me and in my workplace and to my family members in terms of monetary. I was well conceived about the idea. So I tried my best. That time, this much support was not there. Dear friends, when we are all here, these many faculties are all here. These many people are all here along with you. Is it not a great support to you? This much is not enough to, to have a push and pull effect. Like when you are studying your college days, school days and all, your parents were supporting a lot, reminding you about the exam. We are always here to support the exam. We have got coordinators also. They will remind you in between. And we will be, this time we are seriously focusing on the result. Dear friends, we are here to support you as a faculty. They will be in the forefront. And IBS academic director, myself, and planning and development gentlemen, everyone will be here to support you, moral support with you. So decide to crack the exam. So avoid all most of the other activities for time being, just for 3-4 months. Then let us crack the exam. Thank you very much for your participation. Now this is the time that you can tell your comments, because I'm sorry that we have made you, almost 1 hour 45 minutes. I'm sure that you must be inspired. You must be definitely inspired. You must be motivated, and you must have decided to take this exam seriously. Dear friends, you can definitely do it. Definitely do it. And now this is the open session. Please express your views. If anything we need to be taken care, that we will note it down. To the best possible extent, we will try to implement it.
There are few queries they have put in a chat box.
Yes.
Okay. One is regarding, I think, chapter-wise exam on weekly basis. Hindi batch to start early. And I think third one is a general thank you message. That's all. Thank you. Okay, two things are there specifically. I
Yes.
will talk on that, and then please excuse me because I may have to leave. Okay.
Yes. And dear friends, before you leave, of course, you leave a message to us, because as you know, we are all here. We all give all of our faculties given a lots of guidance and support. If you found this session before commencing the classes, an orientation session turned helpful, please give your comments about the session, and then you can leave. Simultaneously, we expect these your messages will be answered, but we expect a few participants to come forward, and on behalf of the participants attending now, to share your thoughts, your expectations, your plans. These can be discussed, because all of us taken a lot of time. Similarly, you are all bankers, so you can come forward and you can discuss, and valid points we can also note it down. We can also correct, because it is not that when faculties are all saying, including me, the participants need to put extra effort. Yes, that was there, but we also need to put extra effort. That you can definitely point out. Please, someone can take the role, and if someone asks a doubt, definitely it would be helpful for others also.
Good evening, sir.
Please, ma'am. Lavanya, ma'am, please.
Yes, sir, please conduct the exams weekly or chapter wise also, sir, so that our revision process, and if any exam is there, like we feel to read.
Yes, you need, yes, that I will note it down. This time we have planned to give more exams. Chapter-wise exam will turn to be a spoon feeding, ma'am, again. The CIB exam, it is not, it's a highly professional exam. So definitely, but though chapter-wise exam, instantly we may not, our faculties, of course, along with the PPTs and questions are discussing. As you know, in the WhatsApp group, we put questions also. But chapter-wise, we don't categorize it, because in the exams you will have to find these questions mixed with all the modules. So chapter wise discriminating, taking such a spoon feeding, maybe in JIB point of view it is good, but CIB it won't be ultimately helpful, because you may think that it is going to be so easy, because you absorbing things will be more easy, then it will not help to strengthen yourself. So chapter wise PPTs you can find, but end of the module, one module, we'll definitely add questions. We'll put some examinations. We'll tell you there is a test paper. You have to come forward like that. This time we have definitely we are dedicated for that. This time we are planned, because this time we are also very serious. We need result. This is the resolution we took at IBS. We will create result. So, madam, we will definitely, one point I will take it very seriously, like conducting exams periodically, that we will do in the WhatsApp, and we'll intimate you based on this topic. Some guidance also we will give you on a regular basis. Such a way we will do that. Lavanya, madam, this point is noted. All the fact, our academic director, he also noted this. Yeah, thank you for your suggestion.
Sir, even in holidays also, if you conduct, it's better, sir. If you long leaves, like 2-3 days are coming, when the classes are not there,
Madam,
so you're also leaving it.
madam,
Like,
I'll tell you. See, this is an heterogeneous group, as you agree. The bankers from various strata, I mean, various banks, and various cadres, different types of banks, maybe first time appearing people, maybe that fifth time appearing people, like all heterogeneous. So here what happens, some may say that morning is that the holidays don't keep. Some will be telling that sir, evening you please don't keep. A lot of this thing will be there. But one thing, if you are going for a private tuition, something like that, private this thing, you will may get that privilege. But then there lacks the experience. If you go to a one faculty or two faculty asking them to teach everything, the quality of the class will be very less. The experience of the faculty will not be supportive to pass the exam. The quality materials and all. But when you are joining in a professional institute with a lot of faculties having high-end experience, then what happens, some things we cannot, exceed immediately, like that fine-tuning the class accordingly. But here the batches at present we have started. I'll make it very clear. It's a morning batch and evening batch. Morning batch is 5:45 to 7:15. Evening batch is 8 to 9:30. In both the batches, 90% classes we have finalized as morning and evening only. Madam's idea may be to complete the topic immediately so that the revision can be taken place. But I will tell you in the other way. Be cool and be prepared along with this. So what you need to do is, one module is completed means complete that module. Finish it off. That will give you more confidence. After 1 month, if 3 or 4 modules are completed and you are also completed, your confidence will be high. Yes, looking back, this much topics I have covered. And of course, it needs revision. That is the later part.
सर हम अनुपमा बात कर रहे हैं।
So बोलिए।
सर अभी हम क्लास कर देते तो एमसीक्यू का आंसर दे नहीं पाते उसी दिन में लाइव क्लासेस में, लेकिन हम जब रिकॉर्डिंग लेते ना सर तब वो एमसीक्यू दिमाग में बैठ जाता है और वो एग्जाम में बहुत हेल्प कर देता है सर। तो क्लास होने के बाद एमसीक्यू डिस्कस करना थोड़ा जरूरी हम समझते हैं सर।
ओके मैडम, ये आप जो बोले जैसे you are as per your and this thing, the MCQs we will include more.
हाँ, जेआईबी को क्लास लाइव क्लासेस भी लिया मैंने और उसके बाद रिकॉर्डिंग भी बाद में देखा। राजन सर जो पढ़ाए थे, बाकी सारे लेक्चरर्स पढ़ाए थे, एमसीक्यूज डिस्कस किए, बाद में वो एग्जाम में बहुत हेल्प किया सर। 70 मार्क्स स्कोर किया मैंने, 67, 70, 50, 60 ऐसे स्कोर किया सर।
Madam, we are looking people like you. It is not that, because see, the thing is, everyone would like to do that, but sometimes some difficulties and all. But with your wordings, we are sure that you are highly motivated. You are determined. This is a motivation to all the participants also. It's a motivation to us also. बोलिए, आप बोले जैसा आप तो पहले क्लासेस पूरा अटेंड कर रहे थे, बाद में रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो आराम से देखे, वो रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो से वो एमसीक्यूज पूरा देख लिया। आप एक स्टूडेंट जैसा जबरदस्त अच्छी तरह से प्रिपरेशन कर लिया। आप इसका अल्टीमेट रिजल्ट क्या हो गया, आपको 65-70% तो मिल गए। ये तो मोटिवेशन है सबके लिए। अगर आप
हाँ सर, और आपका भी हेल्प कर देता है सर। 7 days लेफ्ट आउट ट्राई कर देना और 5 days लेफ्ट आउट।
Definitely this time we will do it more, madam. This time we will do it more, because last time I'm not that much satisfied. This time we have formed a team to make a result. We have formed a team in the JIB already, which we have started. Both we are sending some messages, video messages. We are entering the class. Top 1 or 2 minutes we are discussing. We are with you. That's what, with a lot of confidence I told. So
सर एएफएम में एएफ भी जब पढ़ा था जेआईबी में, जैसे नदीम सर पढ़ाए थे और परवेज सर पढ़ाए थे मॉड्यूल ए और मॉड्यूल बी, उसके बाद मॉड्यूल डी और एक सर लिए थे थ्योरी वाला पार्ट। तब था ना सर, सिलेबस दूसरा था ना?
हाँ जी, वो तो अलग
तो इस बार भी अगर एबीएफएम में ऐसे ही किया जाए तो बहुत बेनिफिशियल होगा सर। जैसे मॉड्यूल ए थ्योरी पार्ट है, वो थ्योरी पार्ट वाले सर जैसे प्रदीप सर हो जाए या राजन सर हो जाए, वो लिए तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। राजन सर वैसे भी तमिल में पढ़ाए, वो हमको नहीं समझ में आया सर, सिर्फ पीपीटी पढ़ के निकल गए हम रिकॉर्डिंग में।
एबीएफ में और आ रहे नदीम सर और परवेज सर ही आ रहे, उन लोग ही मोस्टली।
हाँ सर, तो मॉड्यूल ए और मॉड्यूल डी थ्योरी पार्ट कोई और लेक्चर कराएंगे, और मॉड्यूल जो प्रॉब्लम है, जो पार्ट है ना सर, वो तो सर परफेक्ट है, उसमें कोई डाउट ही नहीं है। जो पढ़ाते हैं वो एग्जाम में वही आ जाता है, मतलब कर लेते हैं हम लोग।
हाँ, मगर मैडम सीआईबी में ऐसा इतनी पिन पॉइंट करके नहीं बोल सकते। क्यों बोलते जेआईबी में तो देखिए अपना पढ़ाई चलेगा ना, इन CIB में तो कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो क्वेश्चन थोड़ा
हाँ
और
सर जी, हाँ सर जी,
आएगा है।
उसी लिए बता रहे, जैसे अभी मॉड्यूल डी पढ़ाया था, राजन सर ने पढ़ाया था ये ABM में। तो सर क्या करते, PPT भी पढ़ाते और दूसरे बात रिवीजन भी कराते, और वही आ गया सर। मेरा ABM क्लियर हो गया इस बार, थैंक्स
Okay.
टू राजन सर। राजन सर अगर सुन रहे तो, मुझे वो इंग्लिश उतना अच्छा नहीं आता। राजन सर, थैंक यू सर।
मैडम डोंट वरी मैडम,
वीडियो में आइए मैडम, देखना चाहूंगा मैं भी आपको। थैंक
ठीक है सर,
यू।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर।
एक मिनट, एक मिनट।
Her name is also not appearing.
6576. Okay.
Number is appearing.
हाँ सर, 6576,
Yeah,
अनुपमा
yeah,
सर।
yeah, Anupama madam, thank you so much for your kind words. वो
थैंक यू सर।
बहुत बढ़िया है, आपने हमारे बारे में इतना सोचा है। ये तो हमें हमें क्या है, क्या बोले, इससे ज्यादा हमें कोई पुरस्कार नहीं मिलेगा। जो सतीश सर दे रहे हैं वो
थैंक
पैसा
यू
वो
सर।
अलग है, लेकिन वो आप जो सम्मान दे रहे हैं वो बहुत बहुत बढ़िया है। थैंक यू सो मच।
हाँ सर, और गुरुदक्षिणा भी पूछा, JIB होने के बाद मैंने 2-3 फ्रेंड्स को रेकमेंड भी कर दिया सर IBS।
Thank you.
ठीक है,
Thank
थैंक यू।
I'm sure that
ओके सर।
you'll complete CIB this time and you will recommend more people, no doubt. See, madam, what I can assure you is, see, after the class, there will be different. This time we are starting little early. Multiple batches will be there. अगर आपको ये दूसरी क्लासेस भी सुनना चाहेंगे तो उसका भी इंतजाम हम करेंगे। आपका जो कोऑर्डिनेटर्स है उनसे कांटेक्ट में रह जाइए, यू कंटिन्यू टू बी इन connected with the coordinators. Then all the coordinators will extend all support, because now you are willing to prepare. That is very important. That is what is required. Once you are willing to prepare, then passing these exams are quite possible. So we will help you. Don't worry about that. Don't keep any sort of inhibition. Don't worry about anything. We will support you to our best possible effort. Arun ji, कुछ बोलने?
थैंक यू सर।
Arun sir wanted to tell something.
Mr. Arun,
Arun sir, थोड़ा mute, you made it unmute. And regarding elective paper, I thought of choosing risk management. One message is there in that. Very tough than other elective paper. Shall I stick to risk management or change my elective paper? See, regarding elective papers, it is not easy to give you a apt answer. It all depends upon, the flair or the knowledge level at present you possess. See, last time, suppose we have also recommended central banking. But what happened? Central banking turned little tough. So many have started telling, hey, central banking we have taken, but we should have taken some other subject like HR and all. And I have seen many occasions of HR turning tough. So we cannot predict about IIBF plans. So sometimes this time, once you switch over to some other thing, knowing that your friends have recommended that, sometimes that subject tends to be tough. So what I will tell you is, last time, if you have made some effort in risk management, continue to put some more effort. Then it will be, something you already started. Then continue and make it perfect. Or if you want to change it to any other subject, you can choose the subject of your choice. Previously, they were not permitting. Now with a new module, they are permitting. Every time you can change your subject. But please, I would suggest that some of your friends must have told so and so subject was easy last time. So considering that, please don't change that, because this time that subject can be difficult. Because IIBF shift the difficulty level from one elective paper to other elective paper. We cannot predict. Okay, but what is the suggestion is take and prepare seriously. Yes, I hope I answered. Arun ji, Arun sir. Connectivity, if you have got any connectivity issue, you can just put it your this thing comments on the chat box. Yes, some connectivity issue. Please, others can also join now. Time 9:59. We can spend another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. And I also request, as I earlier requested, please give your suggestion about the today's session. how far you are benefited by attending, it's almost an hour 45-minute session. It's not a start the classes from next week onwards. See, next week, as you know, the holidays are coming. We wanted to have a good strength, because when we find that so many other people have also got up early morning, then it motivates us. Similarly, in the evening after the hard work, many people are sitting with us in the class. That motivates us, no doubt. So we need a good number. 26, 27, 28, as you know, these are continuous holidays. This being the first after the most of them might have planned for some trips and all. So it's a request from many after that to start. And what I suggest you, ma'am, if that 3 days you are happen to be at home, go through the recorded videos and all which we have already provided. If at all you have not received it, please tell to your coordinator, they will give you the recorded videos to have a begin. Secondly, the course materials is provided by us. Just go through that. Just go through that. After going through the course material, if you sit in the class, the effect will be tremendous. So please plan for the 3 days like that. 29th onwards, we will continuously give you very effective classes. Okay, 29th onwards, we'll give you 3 days. If you want to, our participant want to spend time, you wanted to move around, okay, move around, that's fine. But once the class starts, please refrain from all the outings and other things for a period of 3 months. As far as possible, please do avoid. Tell to your family members also, you are doing you have taken a task and that you need to prepare seriously. On completion of this, you will get crores of rupees, like lakhs of rupees and all you tell, and seek their support in this endeavor. Yeah, thanks a lot to all faculties for motivating us to prepare for CIB. The session was really helpful. Yes. Yes, definitely that 29th onwards, dear sir, we all expect you to be a regular participant. Okay, be a regular participant. That is correct. Arunji still, Arun sir is difficulty, or is it unknowingly?
I think he's trying to speak, but it's not audible.
We in the due see, can you provide model questions of IIB exams? See, every exams, on completion of every exam, what we do is we talk to our staff, our students, and we used to collect, similar questions, like recollected questions and all. Accordingly, we frame questions also. This time also we have framed good number of questions, and in the due course we will be administering these questions in the WhatsApp or in the mock test. All we will do that. See, what I would like to say is, you don't bother about the supporting systems and all, because we are equally wanting that you people pass the exam. So we know that what are the things we have to bring in to help you out, and we will bring it. What we request is, be a regular participant, be a serious participant, and prepare to prepare well. Prepare to prepare well. That if you do that, rest of the thing we also will do that. Don't worry about that. We don't keep any miserly approach to help you. If the much doubts are not there, then let us call it a day. Whether the same faculty will be there as last session in English or any, there can be changes. There can be some small changes here and there. Don't worry about that. We will bring you the best faculties. Even if you miss one faculty of your choice, there will be an option to find them in the next another batch also. There can be holiday batch also. In that holiday batch particular section, if you demand us, we will give you. We will give you the recorded videos of that faculty. All the support we will do that, because as you know that every day in your bank will new customers will come. New customers means different faces will come. They may be customers of some other banks. That way our faculties will come to your session. Might be the faculty of some other batch. So faculties may be a bit, but we can ensure that you are getting the quality session from faculties of your choice in a different batch also. That is what I already answered. 26th onward, continuously classes you are requesting. That is not possible, because 26, 27, 28, most of the participants have requested that these 3 days should not conduct. After they wanted to be very serious, And these 3 days, I would definitely suggest Venkatraman sir to prepare yourself by utilizing our recorded videos are there already that can be used. Our course materials are there that can be used, or any other supports during the 3 days which you have planned. I congratulate you because you are so serious, because these 3 days you have planned to remain at home and to prepare well. That's a good indication. But what you can do is these 3 days, prepare your own. Our recorded videos will be much helpful. That will help you to make an entry to this. And our course material, go through the course material, underline it, the areas which you find doubt, and that in the classes you can also ask. Yes. Now the time is 10 past. Okay, 10 past. Our classes will be evening batch 8 to 9:30 only. Hardly we will sit for 10 more minutes, because we know that after that you should have your own time. So the class will not end up to 10 o'clock. 8 to 9:30, maximum 9:40 will be sessions. So let us hope for the best. Let us pray to the Almighty that our participants should get the right strength and courage to complete the program this time itself. On behalf of all our faculties, all IBS crews, of course, there are coordinators who are effectively coordinated with you people to join. Our coordinator here, Robin is there, Sajesh is there, Biju is there, and different coordinators like Sadhana, Rujiga. There are so many coordinators are associated with us. On behalf of all the coordinators and IBS team, I wish you all the very best. Our prayers are with you. And we definitely pray to the Almighty that all strength should be given to you to achieve the target in 2024. Thank you very much. Let us call it a day. Any doubts remaining? Anyone wanted to ask anything? Of course, we will be with you in the due course. In the WhatsApp group, we can communicate. We can extend the support to. Please tell to all your friends also. If you have got friends, as the madam was telling, please tell to your friends. Ask them to join along with you so that you can have effective discussions in the weekend. Okay, a lot of discussions you can plan with if your friends are joining along with you. The best benefit is that you can always think, you can always talk about the subject. If your friends are not joining here and the friends are not taking up this kind of exams, then on Saturdays and Sundays they will call you for for a small trip like that. Instead, if you make those people to join for this course on Sundays, Saturdays, and holidays, you can plan for an effective discussion with us. Possibly a group study also can be made. Such benefits are there. So tell all your friends to join. We have got 1 week time, almost 10 days time. Plan, mentally prepared, and then come to the classes with a determination. Yes, sir. Sia sir, Ganesh sir, let us call it a day now. Thanking all the faculty at this occasion for joining us. Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay.